kick off with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the hill.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Carter now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Green. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Prescott off play action. Ebron caught left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Prescott. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
McFarland, the ball.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
On the play. It's now 4th down.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
On 1st down, McFarland. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action now, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. And now he'll touchdown, Steelers. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Here's Carter now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. And he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Bengals nothing.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown. Minka Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick-6 for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
A gain of 12.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Here's Burrow.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Terrell Edmonds on the tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's got his man here. It's Green. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Recovered by the Steelers.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Brought down by the quarterback, William Jackson.
He's brought down
2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. 3rd down here.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
First and 10.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. He completes it to Boyd. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
9 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Now Burrow on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On play action, Prescott. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the give, this is McFarland. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Bengals 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Room here to run. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
At the 13-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
To throw is Prescott. And incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now, slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 28, Bengals 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Flushed out right. Green brings it in. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And a Bengals 1st down.
1st down, here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Bengals 14. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's got Green. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st down, Prescott. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 more yards.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd.
Now Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And on 1st and 10, Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think someone's going to get into QB1 here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Now Burrow on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This one hauled in by Sample. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A gain of 5 brings
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. McFarland once more. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
brought down at the 35-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run with McFarland. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Prescott here to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Pittsburgh, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to rebound next week on